And as the Argentine musical group Yerda Brava once said, se viene el fin de semana, toda la cancha vamos a ir. Roughly translating to, when the weekend comes, we will all go to the stadium. And that is exactly what we're going to do in 2 days' time. Our home opener versus Orlando City. I cannot wait.
Vamos!
NYCFC Lads is back. First episode of season 2. We're going to recap LA, recap Philly, do a little preview of Orlando if we have the time. I'm Dominick Vizioli, along with Jordan Liu. Man, I'm so excited to be back.
Man, feels amazing to be back on the podcast. I loved your little intro thing from La Cumbia de los Trapos. Um, Man, it feels exceptional to be back on the
La cumbia de
podcast.
los trapos, man.
I'm so excited for season two. I'm not only NYCFC Lads, but a new season of our beautiful club, New York City Football Club. So it's currently Thursday, May 5th, 2026. We have 2 days.
May?
Oh, March, my
It's
bad.
not Derby season yet. May is
Um,
Derby season.
March 5th, right? We have 2 days until the NYCFC home opener. And today we're gonna just do a few things. Previewing no, post viewing NYCFC 1, LA Galaxy 1, NYCFC beating the Union away at the Subaru Park, and previewing NYCFC versus Orlando City, talking about stats and everything. We're also going to be talking about some other things such as the Etihad Park and other rumors and such. You want to get
Uh,
us started, Dom?
yeah. So jumping straight into it, starting on a bit of a low note here. I feel like the main takeaway from the opener was that we did not play that well. Like we looked sloppy. Maybe, we were rusty, we're getting together for the 2026 season for the first time. Talish is back from on loan. That's that's something. Alonso also unfortunately out. And despite our pleas in the last episode, NYCFC did not sign a fucking striker. We had a deal set up for Musa Sila from Schalke, but it fell through. It fell through. So now we're stuck with plain fucking Nico up top. Now, Nico is a great false nine. I think he's better than Thales as a false nine, but we cannot, this cannot be our formation for the next 4 months minimum until Alonso comes back. Because he said just like yesterday, I believe, he posted on his Instagram that he could be back by June.
The caption said 3 more months, which was posted I think yesterday, as Dominic said. So I'll say yeah, about June, maybe July if recovery. Um. But we could be seeing Alonso Ball then. But aside from that, we have to do play with Nico, or I think Hannes at striker wouldn't be that bad. No, it was said by some commentators actually, because like his ability to get into the right place at the right time is really good. I feel like his ability to beat defenders has kind of waned in the past while, but I feel like his ability to be there in the right place at the same time and to break defenses is really good, as we saw with his goal versus the
Hmm.
Philadelphia Union. So I feel like if we do play him as a nine or even as a false nine, he'd be amazing. Even I think better than his current position at winger.
Hmm.
And and,
Okay.
e- and including with the fact that Tyus is gonna probably return to the starting 11 eventually. I think over Agustin Ojeda. I think that I think that Nico can play as the cam, obviously. Hannes can play as the striker, and Tyus can move as the winger.
Mm. Yeah, I know. I feel like he's a lot more, Talish is a lot more suitable as a midfielder though. I also noticed from the LA game, the Galaxy had a lot of chances. Even after their red card in like the final few minutes of the second half, they were still fighting. They showed a lot more fight than us. And I feel like we were lucky to escape Carson with a draw. But
Yeah.
I feel like we did have some good attacking chances, but we didn't capitalize on the opportunity. Uh, for individual players, I feel like Nico was good. I didn't really think O'Toole played that. O'Toole was bad. He was shit. I hate to admit it because I love him, but he did not perform well in the season opener. I feel like for his debut, uh Kai Truan, I feel like he actually did all right. I feel like he'll be a good replacement for Justin Hack in the future.
I think that Kai Treewan, in my personal opinion, should be a starter.
Hmm.
Like
He
out of
should.
out of all the players on that pitch versus the Los Angeles Galaxy in match day one, I think that he was probably one of the most promising, if not the promising.
We can
Um,
have we can have a scary defensive midfield rotation if we have like Shore and I don't know. I feel like Keaton's better than O'Neal. So if we had Shore and O'Neal on the bench, and then we have Keaton and Truan starting, I feel I don't know.
yeah, of
That's a
course.
scary rotation.
I'd like to point out that the difference between how he played versus Galaxy and versus Philly is just astronomical. Let's just look at the stats real quick. We had 11 shots compared to their 7, but only one shot on goal compared to their 6, which is, not very good. That was for the LA game. And let's move to the Philly versus NYCFC game at the Super Park. We had 14 shots compared to their 16, but on shots on goal, we had 11 shots on goal.
Jesus.
So, yeah. That,
11?
yeah, we had 11
Andre
shots on
Blake
goal
was
that
forced
game.
to make 11 saves.
Yeah, no. Andre Blake is a good goalkeeper. As we saw last year during the playoff game, Nico's goal from was it like three-fourths field, and he somehow ran back to save that. Props to Blake, obviously, but of course we won that in the end.
Mhm. He's a
Um,
Union legend, man. Even as an NYCFC fan, I fucking can't stand the Union, but he's a legend there.
exactly.
And rightfully so. He's a great keeper.
Exactly. Let's just look at possession real quick. So versus the Galaxy, we had 61% possession compared to their 39. And versus Philly, we had 52% possession compared to their 48. So we can see that we always had a lot less of possession in the Philly game. I think that's also kind of attributed to our, I'd say, horrible second half performance. Or, well, not horrible, but the last like 30 minutes of regular time, we are just kind of getting pressured and pressured by Philly
Yeah.
the entire time, which I feel
I
like
still
even
think sorry.
you're
Uh, I still think we showed resilience though under that Philly attack. I mean, even in when we let up the goal, when we let up the pen and Philly was like really throwing everything, like doing everything they could to try to get one more. I feel like our defense was the was the difference in that game. I
yeah,
really
for sure.
think our back line held up strong
Yeah, I
compared
agree.
to like what fucking like Zhao Klaus did in like the first 2 minutes against LA. Just pierced through our back line. It was great effort from him, but I mean, he just slotted it past Freeze. I mean, I don't think there was anything he could do about it. It was a great play, but our back line against LA definitely wasn't as good as it was against Philly.
Yeah. I think for Philly though, I think our performance was kind of overshadowed by the scoreline though. Because of course
Hmm.
we came up with the 3 points in the end. I mean, Tavon scoring in the 99th minute, I still have dreams about that man. But like I think that without that, it would have been another 1-1 draw away, which of course isn't, what we need. Road NYCFC, of course, I'm so happy to see it back, especially after the Orlando game last year,
Hmm.
which was, I remember we were going crazy. Alonso goal, like, was it 2 goals, 3 minutes? But I feel
Yeah.
like even if that penalty given up by Thiago Martins wasn't given, that Raul Gustavo foul should have been a penalty, which
Mm.
of course Vasilev would have put away regardless. So still would have been 1-1. And I think those two, all right, the Thiago Martins part wasn't necessarily his fault. I really liked him versus Philly, but I think Raul Gustavo and Thiago Martins kind of have the tendency to kind of, I wouldn't say overcomplicate things, but I'd say kind of be a bit careless at times.
Yeah.
And I'd say that for a few other players as well, like Keaton Parks, for example. Like he did a back pass which was easily intercepted by a Galaxy player, and it should have been a goal to be fair, but I think they slotted it wide or something. But aside from that, I really liked our performance versus Philly. Aside from the fact that the penalty was given and that we had to wait so long to get the winner.
I feel like based on what I saw, because I it was early, so I couldn't watch the game. But based on what I saw, I think Ojeda really stood out from everyone else. Like that cross into Tavon at the end, that was just beautiful. And it wasn't only that cross. I feel like from what I saw, he played really, really well
Yeah.
during the
Agustin
game.
Ojeda is going to be one of our better players this season.
Hmm.
Not only his playmaking, but I feel like his confidence on the ball has gotten better. And also he
Hmm.
hit the post in the Philly game,
Mm.
which
Just
was,
can't score. That man just cannot score for the life of him.
he scored during preseason. So, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure, and I think he's gonna have a breakout season this year.
Hmm.
After what we've seen, obviously. During the LA game, I didn't think he played that well, to be honest. I didn't think he had a great performance. But he made it up in where it matters at the Subaru Park. And I think that's Subaru Park is way more difficult of a place to go than the digs.
I feel like, hmm, in terms of atmosphere,
And not in terms
I
of
think
atmosphere, but just the
just like the
Philadelphia.
hostility. Yeah, because of Philly sports fans, but also because of like kind of like the rivalry that the Union and NYCFC have.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like that's the main reason.
I actually think Philly are gonna have a horrendous season this year, kind of similar,
Yeah.
not too dissimilar from the LA Galaxy last year. They're 2-0, 2-0 right now. They lost to DC United with Ty Baribo actually scoring the winner in that game,
Hmm.
and they lost, of course, to us. And now our record is 1-0-1. We're what are we, third in the East, right? So
I think we're
yeah,
I
we're third.
think
We're third.
are we still behind the Red Bulls?
Red Bulls are 2-0-0 right now, so yeah. I mean, I'm not mad. It's two match days in, and
Yeah.
they were
We'll
they
get them in
beat
May.
they beat
We'll get them in
Orlando
May.
City, which of course they're having a bad season start right now. And actually two home games in a row. So that's one
Hmm.
thing to note. And the second thing to note is we play them, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna win. According to what I'm looking at right now, we have a 50.8% win probability tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. But my bad, I'm kind of sick. But we have a 50.8% win probability on Saturday, and I think we can 100% turn that up. And I think that the Red Bulls being ahead of us is fine, considering that they beat Orlando and, the New England Revolution, which both are very easy games. Um Man, I can't wait for the home opener. It's gonna be so
Hmm.
crazy. There's also
Yeah,
that game.
I feel like the biggest takeaway from the Philly game is that the vibes are back. I didn't really get the message that NYCFC was back after the LA game. I was just like, it's a 1-1 draw. We're playing on the other side of the country. But Philly, 95 miles down the road. even if I couldn't go, I want to go to Subaru Park before I go to college. And last next year may be my last opportunity. But I may not even get a chance to go because it's the transition season, so we'll only play uh an Eastern Conference team, and we're only playing them once. So I'm
Yeah,
not
for sure.
sure whether we'll get the Union home or away, but uh
If anything, we can go to like
after
Revs away or
mhm.
something.
After the Union game, I felt like the vibes were back. Now I'm pumped for the home opener. I cannot wait. It's gonna be it it might be better than last year. Even I feel like 7:30 kickoffs are the best, even though this one's only at 2:30.
I
Oh my
personally think
God.
the 2:30, I think the 2:30 kickoff's actually gonna help our attendance a lot. Because
Yeah.
the late night games, a lot of people are gonna want to commute from like let's say Queens or Brooklyn all the way out
hmm
to the Bronx, but 2:30 kickoff, anyone can make that.
Mm.
So I think with everything going on now, the community's hyped, the everyone's hyped. I think we're gonna have a great season, especially at home with.
hmm
Also, what do you think of the new chant?
Uh oh yeah. I'm not sure because I didn't I mean it's obviously hasn't been used yet. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll probably get a more developed opinion
Yeah,
when
of
we use
course.
it, but I don't know. I think it's a good chant. I think it has potential. I'm sure somewhere Jordan will show like the lyrics for it
Yeah. Wait, hold, do you want to
somewhere.
try to sing it?
No, no. We'll just talk about we'll save the singing uh for the game. But
Yeah, of course.
for the home opener, uh dude, like
How was the home?
what
I
do
couldn't make
you
the home opener last year. How was it?
I I think about that night.
What was the score again?
It was a 2-1 win. Hannes scored the winner, I think.
Versus who?
Uh versus Orlando.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
But
last year, yeah. Oh yeah, Orlando
mhm.
Hannes's header.
I think about that night all the time. Just like the vibes, late night, the march was electric. Inside the stadium, supporters section, the bleachers were packed. The stadium also, I feel like we drew like 26,000 people maybe. And that's decently sized. I feel like for the home opener.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I cannot wait. Uh
I'm so excited, man. NYCFC is almost back.
Back in the Bronx. Uh let's
Back in the
just
New York groove.
let's just
We're
jump
back.
straight into it, man. What are your predictions for the
Ah, man.
Orlando game tomorrow?
I miss these predictions, man.
Mm,
Man, I think we win. NYCFC wins 2-0.
mm,
I think
okay.
I think that our defense holds strong, and we have two goals from I think Nico, and I think Agustin Ojeda gets his first goal of the season.
Yeah. I went I I'm just not sure how to trust this team yet. I'll go 1-0. Uh Orlando has had like a pretty bad start, but I'm not sure if maybe those first two games were a fluke because we
Yeah.
were playing against 10 men in both games.
I
So,
mean, to be fair, the Philly game they went to down 10 men in like 90 plus two. So
yeah. But I'll still say 1-0. Uh, who scores though? That's uh, you know
you know,
what?
we're bringing the flag just in case. So I think
Yeah.
we're actually what the plan is. We're gonna have the flag attached to a spare
Mhm.
flagpole, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna wave if he scores.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's Hannes. I think
You want me
the
to go get
stars
it?
have aligned. Uh, I mean, if you've watched past episodes, without the virtual background, the disciples of Hannes Wolf flag is like
Wait,
right in the
I'll attach a
background there.
photo of it.
Yeah. But
It's
I,
right here.
yeah. Uh, Imagine if you don't edit that in. It's gonna look.
I'm actually
But
editing this one.
I think, I think it's destiny. 1 year out from scoring the game winner. I think he scores the game's only goal. Uh, in a 1-0 win. Yeah.
I think we score more than 1-0, but I think it's going to be a win back in the Boogie Down. Vibes are going to be absolutely electric. The players are going to feel it on the pitch. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
that
I
first, that first hey
cannot
baby, that
wait.
first hey baby, bro. Oh my days. I'm gonna leave the singing up to the game, but man, that first hey baby is gonna go so hard.
Mm. Stealing another line from La Cumbia de los Trapos. Porque la vuelta queremos dar. Because we want to win the title. It doesn't matter if the title's. It's basically just an analogy. We need to win tomorrow.
Exactly.
I feel like the vibes. I don't think there's no way we we don't win tomorrow,
Ex
in my
Not
opinion. I
tomorrow.
may be
Not tomorrow.
jinxing it,
Not tomorrow.
but
Not tomorrow. Saturday.
no. We're so high. I keep thinking it's Friday. I completely forget that I have a pre-calc test tomorrow.
I have an English
But
test tomorrow, so you're
uh
good.
yeah. But dude, uh I cannot wait. Pointing to the badge there.
Oh,
Al
come
equipo
on,
que tiene
bro.
más aguante. Also a line from La Cumbia de los Trapos. I've been listening to that song, trying to memorize the lyrics for the last day or two. Uh if
Yeah.
I go to the bodega and that song comes on, man, it's gonna
Esta la
be
cumbia de los
bumping.
trapos. Um, I'm also gonna steal a line from one of our chants. La Copa de MLS es mi obsesión y hay que dejar el alma y corazón.
Mhm.
It kind of translates what I'm and we are all believing in right now. The MLS Cup, getting our second star. It's um it's our biggest goal this year. It's our always our goal, but I think after last year, I think we really, really want it. The players want it
I
and
feel
we
like
want more.
if we do okay, I predicted that we finished like seventh because I just don't think Alonso like I feel like his I feel like his absence will create too much. It's such a big impact that we don't have, so we could potentially drop results. But I feel like once he comes back, if we're in like decent form, if we're like in the playoff picture, maybe like around like sixth or fifth, we can seriously contend for the cup if he comes back around like July or August.
I think by the time that Alonso comes back, call me overconfident, but I think we'll be top four. I think we have the ability to be top four. If you just look at our team right now, we have one of the best midfielders, if not the best in the league. Um,
And it was such a struggle at the beginning of last year when Santi left because we had a 38. I mean, no offense to Mire Maxi Morales, but we had a 38-year-old starting as our number 10. Like we had one of the best. We had He's an ageless wonder, of course, but we just had our midfield was so thin last year. But once we signed Nico, everything changed. We have Keaton back. We signed O'Neal. We signed Truin. Um,
and we got Keaton back
yeah, even with Justin Hart gone, I
and
miss him so
Correa
much.
out of injury.
Yeah,
I
Pereira
think
is
when
also
per
gonna come back too.
Yeah, and when he gets back, he's gonna I think play more as an attacking player and we saw towards the end of last year like he was playing. Cam, even I think left wing for games.
Yeah.
So
He
I
can
think
play he can play all over. He's our Swiss Army knife.
exactly. So I think we're gonna have such a stacked team eventually. And even with we have an amazing defensive ability and an amazing midfield, and our attack is only the really thing that I think we need to work on. But I believe in Pascal Janssen to do that job.
Mhm. Mhm.
100%.
Well, we've talked about
Basically
LA.
everything, yeah.
We've talked about the Union. We've talked about Orlando, but we have some serious updates about our future home in Willits Point, Queens, that will be opening July of 2027. Uh, well, we know that it's gonna open July of 2027. It's not gonna be open in time for the transition year, but I feel like we've made tremendous progress. You can't even see the sand inside. Like almost all four stands surrounding the stadium are up. The roof is being built. Like it is almost complete.
I mean, at least
I
the exterior, but yeah.
yeah. Hmm. Like the
Uh,
shell is taking its shape. It's really starting to look like a stadium now.
exactly. I'd also like to say there's a few things that NYCFC CEO Brad Sims said. We're looking to get a back jersey sponsor, which I don't personally like, but it's four or five
No,
million.
no.
It's $4 to $5 million of revenue per year, which the club could obviously use a lot. Um, I'm just going off of at Soccer View Radio on Instagram right now. Shout out to them. I love their content. And then they were all Brad Sims was also talking about how they'd also love to have like a lot of test events before the MLS regular season, whether that's friendlies, concerts, international games. And I'd love to do what Everton did when the Hill Dickinson Stadium opened and played a few two games there as test events. I think that'd be really cool, especially seeing how the supporter section is gonna look. What are we gonna call it? The blue wall?
Maybe. I feel like also there was a proposed like nickname. Uh there were like four nicknames that were proposed for the stadium, and I think the Valley of Ashes was the one that won, but I feel like we're mainly just gonna call it like EP or the park. But I feel like one of the nicknames for the stadium was the Pigeon Coop. And I feel like that could be the perfect name for the supporter section.
I like that. Um, I think I don't want to call it any of that. You know what I want to call it, and I'm gonna call it that. Um, the naming rights stadium. There's no other
Mm.
name to it, bro. It's been naming rights stadium since the beginning. Um, I'm going off of what Amity Sports said as well as NYCFC
We
News.
have under 3 minutes, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I'll just get this done really quickly. Todd Dunneman really wants to make the Etihad Park a fortress. And quote, we have to kick on and make it a place that is a great place to watch a game, a horrible place if you're on the opposing team. And of course, not only with that, but with the abilities that we know our supporter section can do, with everybody coming in full voice, Los Templados, City Boys, even if they're even third rail, I think that it's gonna be an absolute fortress in there. But I think we should end the meeting soon, yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of abrupt, you know. We haven't done this in a few months. We're a bit rusty. But we got over everything we pretty much wanted to talk about. So, count them. 2 days before the home opener. I cannot wait. Uh,
Me neither,
Finally
man.
seeing NYCFC play again in person.
And
It's
seeing
gonna
all you
be
guys
electric
too.
in the bookie down. The vibes are gonna be unmatched for Jordan Liu and Dominick Vizioli. We say so long on the NYCFC Lads podcast. Dale Celeste, and as always, stay sexy.
Vamos, dale Nueva York Celestes. Te amo.